All right, so hopefully you feel pretty darn confident about the product rule. Hopefully you feel pretty darn confident about the product rule. Here is where it gets a little bit tricky. All right? Here's where it gets a little bit tricky. Okay? If you have numbers and letters, you are going to simplify with exponents. Simplify with the exponents, right? Or simplify exponents, I guess. Simplify the exponents right in that, simplified exponential form. And then you need to, multiply the numbers. So if you have both numbers and letters, you need to simplify with the exponents first, and then you need to multiply the numbers. So what I mean by that is if I have something like 7y to the 5th, 6y, 7y to the 5th is in parentheses, 7y to the 5th is in parentheses, and then 6y is in another set of parentheses. So let's get here. There is nothing for me to do. It's just 7 to the 1st power, which is just 7. This is y to the 5th. This is 1y for a total of how many y's? 6. So I have y to the 6th, and remember, this is all multiplied, right? And then I have a plain old 6 right here as well, a 6 to the 1st power, which is just a 6. So I simplified where I could with my exponents, right? I could do that here too, if I had exponents to simplify with, which I don't. Then I'm going to multiply the numbers. So I'm going to take my 7 and my 6, and I'm going to multiply them. And that gives me 42y to the 6th. 42y to the 6th. 42y to the 6th. All right? So let's try one more of these together. Now, I'm kind of running out of room, but let's see if we can do it. So this is negative 3x squared, y to the 7th, 5x, y to the 6th. All right? So I'm just going to have my negative 3 come down. It's its own thing. Negative 3 is its own thing. It doesn't have any exponent on it that I see, which means it's just 1, so it's just going to stay as is. Now let's kind of multiply and put together these. So this would be how many x's? 2. How many would that be? 3. So this is times x to the 3rd. And then we have our y's, so same thing. How many y's is this? 7. How many y's is that? 6, for a total of 13. And then times, we're just going to bring down that 5 because, again, it has nothing I need to simplify. So let's take our two integers, multiply them together, and get negative 15. And then we would have x to the 3rd and y to the 13th. And that would be our final answer. So hopefully you're feeling pretty good about that. Pretty darn good about that.